Alright, y'all wanted the story with Sam, so here you go. So she came in like a regular person. You know, she said, "Hey, how you doing?" or whatever. And then we ended up I had asked her like how you want your nails or whatever. So and she was like she wanted something short and natural. She didn't know if she wanted an overlay or if she wanted a short full set. So obviously, me being the moneymaker, I'm like, oh well, you should get a short full set because it's more than overlay. So she ended up getting a short full set or whatever, and she ended up adding on the French tip later. Cool. So me, I make conversation with people. I have conversation, if not the whole time, then more than likely most of the time. So I ended up asking her. I'm like, how you hear about me? I asked everybody that. And she was like, oh, I seen you on Facebook. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I get a lot of people from Facebook. And she was like, yeah, I see. So I'm like, yeah, yeah. So I asked her if she had any kids. And so she was like, yeah, I got 3 kids. Obviously, I got kids, so kids is always a mutual thing. So I'm like, you got any girls or you got boys? And she was like, I got 3 boys. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, how old are they? She told me how old they was, and then proceeded to show me a picture of them. So I'm like, okay, okay, like whatever. So she showed me a picture. I'm like, okay, like they looked at fucking familiar, but like I only seen his kids on the picture before too, so it's like it wasn't really adding up just yet. So I had ended up asking her like what school her kids go to. She had told me. I don't know what the kids go though. I don't know none of that. Then so I ended up asking her how was her Mother's Day. And she was like it was good. Her boys had ended up cooking her breakfast, and then she had went out, or she took her boys out. Something along those lines. Mind you, he never came up in a conversation just yet. So then I'm like, oh, that's good. She asked me how was my Mother's Day. I told her exactly what I did, which was I put my plants in the ground and I barbecued. So I ended up getting quiet or whatever because, I be focusing. And then sometimes it's just be like, okay, I already asked you a lot of questions, like ask me something or whatever, like say something. So she ended up just started rambling off at the mouth then about her baby daddy. So I'm like, okay. So she was like, yeah, he texted me happy Mother's Day. She was like, we ain't, we, like, they be off and on. She was like, we not together, but we together type shit. So that's what she was saying. And so I'm like, oh, okay. Like, typical baby mama, baby daddy shit. So then she was like, he had texted her happy Mother's Day and that he just like to send money. Like just to like to send money, how he don't really be doing shit for real. Like being a full dad. Like he really don't really be doing that. Which makes sense because whenever I see this nigga, he's never with his fucking kids. All I hear is about him talking to him, about him just, that's it. And he do say that he do be spending a lot of money on his kids or whatever. So that definitely made sense. But again, it's not dawning on me that this is the same fucking nigga, okay? Anywho. So, she like, yeah, woo, woo. He get the, sending money, whatever. So she was saying like how sometimes that should be cool, but she still want like a relationship with her kids type shit. Which I understand. Like, money cool, but like nigga get these fucking kids. Okay? So obviously, I'm telling her because if you know, then you know. I be having the same shit going on. So, anywho, so we get to talking. Fast forward, now we talking about all different types of shit. All different types of shit. Anything you could think of, now we talking about it. And that's just how it go. We sitting here for all of an hour talking about everything. Cool. So my phone rang. No, I ended up booking her for her next appointment first. So I ended up booking her appointment for her field or whatever. And then she was like, do you got Cash App? So I'm like, yeah. So I ended up giving her my Cash App, like the little QR code or whatever, so she could scan it. So she ended up scanning it or whatever. She was like, how much I owe you? I'm like, 55. So I'm like, okay, cool. She ended up sending it or whatever. And she had ended up sending an extra $25 tip. So I'm like, okay, cool. But the moment, I'm talking about the moment she sent that fucking money was the moment when this man called my phone on FaceTime at that. Like, he come through FaceTime. Trim every time, okay? So he ended up FaceTiming me. Mind you, when I had to show y'all on another day. But the way I be having my phone, like, you and me could see who on this phone. But anywho, he ended up calling me, so I ended up answering. Like, I'm not thinking nothing of it still. So I answered the phone. So he come through and was like, hey, beautiful. I'm like, hey. He was like, you at work? He peeped in my background. I'm like, yeah. So he was like, you got a client? And I'm like, nah, not no more. I just finished her. So she like, hold on. Like, I know that voice type shit, because I'm writing out the loyalty card, but I ended up like turning my phone just a little bit, and she was standing up. So she was like, hold on, I know that voice. So I'm like, for real? Awkward. Crazy. She was like, yeah. She was like, is that Devon? I'm like, yeah. So he on the phone like, who is that? Like, still, like, don't even know who it is for real. Like, confused. And I ain't want to just say her name, so she said her name.